I was telling Peter that I was Uncle Frank, but in the 80s. So I really identified with the movie. It was really great. I didn't have such a big problem of coming out of the closet, but I think the film will resonate with many people, not only people who are in the closet, but also with families. It's about love, it's about acceptance. Were these topics attracted you to the story?
Absolutely. I love the story. I thought it was great. I thought it was something that hasn't really been, there's not really a lot of films like this. So I wanted to be a part of it. And I hopefully this film would, be kind of like inspire other people to make films like this.
Yeah. Do you feel that in a way you are growing up on the screen? Because I remember you as much younger and with the short hair and those great films. How do you live this? Is it difficult, or you're just no?
Yeah, it is a little strange for people to watch me grow up. It's kind of like this is kind of what I grew up doing, kind of. I'm still pretty young, so it feels weird saying I grew up doing this because I'm still a kid.
You are.
I'm still growing up. So I mean the process of doing so, and it is a little strange, isn't it? And it does feel weird because I find myself to be rather not a private person, but I don't really talk about myself a lot. I try to just keep my life, but at the same time, everybody knows. So it's out there, it's on the screen. People see me growing up, and it's a strange experience to have that happen, but it's fun. I enjoy this. Yeah, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy acting. So yeah.
That's wonderful. Peter, why do you think your character Wally is so open to patient, I would say. Patient with Frank.
Well, I think if you watch closely, we see Wally praying in one of those scenes. So, which tells us that the character is pretty religious, that he reads the Quran, which is, the Holy Quran, I should say, for Muslim people. And from that, I find religious people, a lot of good traits about religious people is that they are patient, they are open, they are loving, they are tolerant. You find these traits a lot with people who, let's say, who have faith as opposed to religious people. I think that's a better way to put it. People of faith have these attributes. I think that's one of them, why he's so patient with Frank and so tolerant of Frank's idiosyncrasies, I would say.
Both of your characters are, I think, Beth and Wally are fundamental for Frank's evolution. Because the hardest thing for Frank was to face who he is within the environment of South Carolina. Yeah. Which I understand, because South Carolina, I don't know how it is now, but before it might be horrendous. I don't know.
I mean, it took Beth and Wally to help out Frank. Beth of a different generation, much younger, and Wally of a different culture and country and religion, to help Frank sort of, to his way to not just recovery, to find his own self and to reconcile with the members of his family. Which I find kind of interesting on Alan's, conception of the whole story.
In a way, I think that the film explores how damaging could be the baggage that you bring from your history, and how hard is it to get rid of it and throw it to the river and say, I'm who I am, and if you don't like it, I don't care. But I thought that Beth, the young girl, really understood that, because she was like a young person dreaming of a better life, maybe. Do you agree, Beth? Or
absolutely. She does accept him right away, because she loves him. She's always loved him, and no matter who he is. So and she is from a younger generation, so she probably is more accepting than the older one, an older generation. She's also extremely smart. I'm because she, you know, she always taught herself. She went to NYU, and she's educated. She knows about people, and she knows about people's different lives, and so she's easy to accept other people for who they are because she knows about them.